We got nothing at 7:30. Do you guys realize that? Not one bit of news at 7:30. ESPR pushing back up. CARM, here's another press release from CARM. Now this one is just a price target change, so that's not anything special. Debbie, good morning. Good morning to everybody. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Prep vlogs. Yes, Lucy. We caught Lucy. All right. DJT taking a fall. Yeah, it's coming down. Good morning. Evero, good morning. Sheila, good morning over there on YouTube. Going to be hard at work on YouTube. Daniel, video. Yeah, my phone was messing up, so I had to restart it again. Jason, good morning. All right. Well, we got nothing at 7:30. Our 7:30 press releases gave us nothing, and I mean literally nothing. Morning, Mike. MJ, good morning. Scott, yes, Cosmo. That's been pushing up a little bit here this morning. That's been on our watch, if you will. Had a nice little push up right at 7 o'clock. It went from $1.04 to $1.24. So it did have a nice little climb, but boy, it came down quick. Drippy, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Well, like I said, 7:30 didn't give us anything as far as news goes. 7 o'clock, we got a little bit, but not much. There was not much in there. Fridays are like that, though. Good morning. So now what do we do with no news? Well, I don't know. We're going to watch and see if we can find one of these that's running. ESPR. Don't know if you guys have been watching that one or not. ESPR. That one, they put out a press release at 7 o'clock. And that stock went sideways for about 10 minutes. It didn't do a whole lot for about 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden, it just started climbing up. And it's been going well. It's up to 285 right now. It started off this morning at around 235. And it's up to 286 now. ESPR. It's been a really nice one. Huge. From 22 to 24. Mike, you look tired. No, I'm not tired. I feel pretty good. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Very much appreciate that. Good morning. All right, ESPR at 288, 289. Still climbing. Let me go over here and check Discord, see what's going on over here. You guys catch Huge, HUGE. That popped up a little bit. Yeah, we might have to have a fireside chat. ESPR. Let's see. Huge is coming down now. You guys are going to have to refresh your screens. I think you're going to have to refresh your screen on the website. My studio paused for a minute, so you might be off in a couple of seconds there. So I would recommend refreshing your screen and pulling it back up again. All right, ESPR. Yeah, I need a monster for sure. Boy, the trolls are at it big time on YouTube this morning. It's Friday. So the trolls are out in force. I think they had a meeting this morning, decided to all right. So ESPR back down at 286. We might break 3 on that one. Let's see. AAGR still coming down. OPTT down. Lucy. Looks like Lucy broke a few hearts here this morning. Made a few pennies on that one earlier, a few of us, but that one has come down pretty hard. Cosmos is still coming down, huge, down in a big, big way. I hope you guys didn't get burnt on huge. That one really took a dump. Carm, nothing there. DJT climbing back up again. Trump Media back up to 41.40. Let's see if we can get that back over 42 again. Good morning. NJ Murphy, good morning. MV Murph, good morning to you. DJT back to 41.71. 41.60 now. Oh, let's see. What else? ESPR back to 295. All right, we've got a new high here now on ESPR. Hopefully you guys have been playing this. It's up to 295. We just hit 296. Been a nice, slow, steady climb on that one. Donut, good morning. Or good afternoon, good evening to everybody watching, depending on where you're at in the world. We're calling out stock runners this morning. We're up to 303 on ESPR. 303. KD, good morning. We are calling out stock runners for the folks that are following us that are trading stocks this morning. Ryan, 283 to 3 on ESPR. Thanks, Jeff. You're very welcome, Ryan. I'm glad you caught that one. ESPR. Let's see what else is moving. Now, AAGR was up nicely this morning, but it's come back down. Stock market thing. Yes, it is a stock market thing. I'm out on the road. I'm in my RV right now doing the live stream from the RV. And we'll do it again this next week on my way back down to Florida. Cosmo pushing back up to 107. Very nice. ESPR pulled back pretty hard there off of that 304 back to 292. Let's see if that one can get back up over 3. Let's see, what else? All right, AAGR. Let's get that over there. Trader X, good morning. Well, we've had a couple of nice runners. Most recently, ESPR. It is kind of going sideways right now. Let's see if we can get another push back up over 3. We're at 290 right now. Debbie, yes, it's going to be a slow Friday. Fridays are typically slow as far as news. We trade primarily on press releases, on news, and Fridays are just slow. I've said before, companies don't like to put out really great news on a Friday because the weekend kills the momentum of the move. So they'll wait till Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when they get a couple of good days of momentum, and which is okay for us. We don't mind that. I don't mind waiting until Monday, but Fridays are typically kind of slow. Cosmo's trying. Yeah, that's the best thing to do, Samantha. If none of these are speaking to you, if none of the press releases are exciting and you're feeling really confident about them, best thing to do is just sit on the sidelines and watch and wait. You don't want to try to force anything. That's a big mistake. Don't try to force a trade ever. If it's not moving, if it's not your thing, then just stay away from them. John Williams, good morning. Trader 6X, yeah, I started trading crypto a couple of years ago, several years ago, and I only did it because I didn't have any stocks to watch on the weekends, and I was really at a point where I really got excited about watching the charts and playing the stocks and playing those charts, and on the weekend it was just dead and boring. So I got into crypto so I'd have something to watch and something to play with on the weekends. And I made a little bit of money, but not like I do in stocks. So I just kind of got bored of it, crypto, honestly, because it wasn't moving, and it just, I don't know. This wasn't my thing, really. It really wasn't in my wheelhouse. T-Bird, good morning. Mark got ESPR from 257 to 290. Very nice. rye got huge from 21.8 to 25. Made out pretty nice on that one. Donut, you have a great day. Very, very slow here this morning. Fridays are always slow, but that's all right. We've got our coffee. We're surrounded by friends and having some good conversation. Waiting on press releases. Now, we have gotten some good press releases on Fridays before. We have gotten some that were pretty amazing press releases that really pushed stock price up. But it's very rare. It's very, very rare. X4, XFOR price target change. So that's nothing. Cheers to the coffee. Absolutely. Cheers to the coffee. We got to have our coffee in the morning. And I'll tell you what, coffee really hits different when you're camping and you get a nice hot cup of coffee, that fresh morning brisk air. Coffee, pretty good. Tastes even better. I just wish I'd have brought some of my creamer though. BJDX, we need a support group. SPY, what is SPY doing? SPY is up nicely here this morning. SPY's up to 548. XBI is green as well. Hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully the markets are going to be pretty nice today. Let's hope everything opens up green. Market's been opening up red here in the last couple of days. It's not been good. SPY is up $1.95. Let's just hope they all stay green. Coffee and bacon, egg, cheese biscuit. Nice. Cosmos. Cosmos is hitting the scanner here. Let's see what's going on with Cosmo. Cosmo's curling up. Kratos, did I say that right? Good morning. You're going to be in my state next week for vacation, just going to be on the wrong side. So you're going over to the Atlantic side, on the East Coast. All right, let's see what else we got. We're scanning the markets. We're watching, looking for news, looking for something that's running. Oh, going to Daytona. Nice. Nice beach over there. Ahmad, good morning. Do they still allow people to drive their vehicles out on the beach in Daytona? I haven't been to Daytona in, again, it's been probably 25 years. What state am I in now? I am in Kentucky this morning. I am in Corbin, Kentucky. And beautiful, beautiful state. Driving through Tennessee, and Kentucky, with the mountains. It's good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Home of Colonel Sanders. That's right. I can't tell you how many signs I've seen in the last hour of driving coming into Corbin about Colonel Sanders, birthplace of Colonel Sanders. And what's the first fast food place I see after seeing signs about Colonel Sanders? Not KFC, Popeyes. See all these signs for birthplace of Colonel Sanders, home of Colonel Sanders, yada, yada, yada. And then there's this big, massive billboard for Popeye's chicken. You'd think the state would you'd think somebody would have thought that through a little bit. Good evening. Good evening. Do you stop at any casinos? Not. I like to go to the casinos, but I haven't been to any in probably a week or so, about a week. But I don't stop at them along the way on my travels. I might someday. I don't know, but I don't make a point of it. Oh, let's see. What is DJT? It's back down to 40. Kind of figured that DJT would go up after the debate last night. If Trump did well in the debate, the assumption was, I think, for most traders that stock price would go up if he did well. And it did. It has done very well. It's gone from 36 bucks up to like 43 this morning. But it's come back down. CMND. Take a look at CMND. CMND. CMND just popped up here on news. Granted, patent approval in Hong Kong for Clearmind, CMND. Looky. CMND. Let's see, CMND. It's up about 18% right at the moment. It popped pretty decent on the news, and it's still climbing. So hopefully, everybody went over and looked at it. CMND. I've been thinking of getting an RV, looking at a Winnebago. Esteban, yes, I debated on an RV years. I've always wanted to have one, but I just really wasn't sure if I'd like the entire experience. I heard a lot of good stories and a lot of horror stories about RVing, so I just really wasn't sure. But I finally pulled the trigger and got one. Mine is a Class C, made by Thor, which is a really good brand. It's about a 31 foot. And so far, so good. So far, I have really enjoyed it. Right, Gable. CMND from 160 to 165. Ryan got it from 150 to 160. It's now at 171. Brian got it from 160 to 170. Good deal. That is important. It only matters that it's going up and we make money on it. 173, 174. Brad got a 5-cent scalp on it. 179. Mark, CMND from 154 to 174. It's up to 179. Looking at CMND, Clear Mind Medicine. All right, let's take a look at our 8 o'clock press releases. PLSE, AMRX. Announces preliminary results for its rights offering. INFN. Stock soars on Nokia acquisition. It's actually coming down. SNAL. Foster content growth, engage player base. No volume on that. ESPR popping, going up, looks like. Nokia. Ken got CMND from 162 to 178. Joshua got it from 163 to 181. You guys are killing it. Virtual Investors Days. Let's see. Donna got it from 165 to 178. Good deal. $163 to $180 for Robert. Dave got from $157 to $179. $157 to $178 for Jason. Ryan, round two on CMND from $160 to $180. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. We really didn't get anything at 8 o'clock. Let's see. What did we hit here? We hit 190 on CMND, back to 172. Joshua, 163 to 181. Good morning. You got me on CMND from 155 to 176. Good job, David. Glad to. Let's look at DATS. WBTN. WBTN. Apparently there's some news here. WBTN gains in U.S. debut after $315 million IPO. What scanner are you using? I use my trading platform, E-Trade. I have their trading platform called E-Trade Pro, which they don't offer anymore. But I use my watch list on there as a scanner. But it's also very important to note that we trade as a community on our website, in our Discord, and everybody involved, and we've got several hundred members, everybody has their own favorites as far as scanners go for news. Some people are using Bazinga Pro, some Momo Screener, FinViz, Mometic. It's a pretty extensive list of different scanners, and all of our members are watching their favorite scanners. The second a press release pops up, they type it into the message thread so that everybody, including myself, can go over and take a look at it and take advantage of any new press release that comes out. I get my watch list is set up. One of the features of the watch list is that anytime a press release comes out on anything on my watch list, I get a notification immediately as soon as it hits the market. And I've got about 2,100 stocks on that list. So I have the potential for 2,100 different press releases on any of those stocks in any given morning. So there's never a shortage of press releases. Let's see, Lucy is trying to curl back up, but it is having a heck of a time. Lucy is a heartbreaker. Lucy is one of those stocks. You've got to time your entry on that perfectly. It has a lot of ups and downs. So if you time your entries right, you can make money on Lucy. But you time them wrong and it'll bite you, because it always goes up and comes straight back down again to where it started. So it's a really tough one to play. It's a really tough one to play. Let's see, Cosmo, CARM, ESPR pulling back. CMND pulled way back hard, back 162 now. You're very welcome, David, and thank you for joining us. Glad to have you with us. You're welcome here anytime. Carrie, good morning. How are you doing this morning? How's Florida treating you? Lucy, AAGR. So far, so good. So far, so good. The RV is doing okay. Everything's working. And I'm enjoying it so far. It's been fun having it. Hasn't turned into a tremendous amount of work. That's what I was a little nervous about with it, was that it would turn into more work than it was worth. But it's been nice. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying Florida. I do as well, especially in the wintertime. Let's see. CMND pushing back up. Good morning. Mom's feeling good. Thank you for asking. she's doing okay. This her second fall. She had 2 falls. The first one wasn't good. The first one, she broke her ankle in a couple of places and had to have surgery. But this second fall, I think she hurt her pride more than anything else. She did put a dent in the car door. Yep, she busted it in like 2 different places, her ankle, and they had to put plates on her ankle and put bolts in, screws or whatever. And it sounds painful just thinking about the break. But she's doing good. She's doing well. She's in a cast, got a walker to get her so she can get around. But she about a week ago, she's on the mend, but she fell again getting out of the car. She shut the door and started up the sidewalk up to the house, and she just got a couple of feet away from the car with the door shut, and she lost her balance because she's on one foot and she's not terribly balanced. Her balance is off to begin with, and she fell back and hit her head on the car door and put a big dent in the car door, but she didn't get hurt. She said it didn't hurt her head at all. So she's got a hard head, evidently. That must be where I get it from. Have you had any problems with internet at the sites where you say? So far, Esteban, I haven't had any big major problems. I haven't had any connection problems. SLNO, new drug application for SLNO. It's a $43 stock, so if that's in your wheelhouse, but not much volume there. Let's see, PRPL. Let me go through the rest of these press releases. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. All right. No, I have been requesting sites at the campgrounds. I've been requesting sites with no trees. Sometimes they do really good at giving me a site. Now, the downside is without any trees, there's no shade. But I've got a Starlink system that I use for my internet. And if you have a lot of trees around you, that interferes with the signal. So I've been trying to get sites without any trees. This morning, the site I'm in has a few trees around me, but I'm getting a pretty decent signal. I'm getting a pretty good connection. So hasn't been too bad. All right, let's go back and look at CARM. CARM hit the scanner here. What's it doing? Now, as always, clock, don't pay attention to the candles. You're going to get a lot of wild up and down movement on the candles at 8 o'clock. That's just market makers flushing out orders. Don't worry about it. If you see a candle spike up crazy, don't let it fool you into thinking that the price is actually doing that. Look at the bid price and the ask price. That's going to tell you exactly where the price is at, not the candle. Don't pay attention to those candles. And that'll last anywhere from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Now, we're going on 13 minutes, and I still see a few of them where the candles are spiking like crazy. So, and CARM is one of those. CARM is one of those. Candles are spiking crazy. but it's not the actual price moving. So don't get too excited over those candles. Grippy should give us a live view. I might do that. I probably won't do it today, but this next week I'll be live again from the RV because I'm going up to visit with Mom, but I'll be coming back down to Florida, and I'll probably take 3 days, maybe at least 3 days to make the trip. I could drive straight through and do it all the way through, but I hate driving that far, especially in a big RV. But I'll take a couple of days, 2 or 3 days to get back south again. So during those days, Monday, my live will be from the RV like it is right now. Tuesday will probably be from the RV, and more than likely Wednesday. Wednesday morning, I'll be still in the RV heading back south, back into my beautiful Florida. But then more than likely Thursday, I'll be live from my office again. We're going back to Indiana, 4th of July. Oh, awesome. Have a great trip. Gary, and I hope you have a safe trip. How far can you drive on a full tank of fuel? I've only got one fuel tank. A lot of bigger RVs have 2 tanks on them. Even some smaller ones have 2 tanks, but I've got 1 tank, and I think it's about a 50-gallon tank. I can go safely without worrying about, I can find a gas station quickly. I can go about 350 miles on a tank. That puts me down to about a quarter of a tank. And it also depends on where I'm driving. If I'm flat, I could do about 350 miles pretty easily, and it leaves me at about a quarter. You have a great weekend as well, Carrie. But coming through Tennessee and Kentucky, with all the ups and downs and the hills and the steep grades and all that, I don't get very good gas mileage. AIXI News. AIXI News. AIXI Corporation partners with leading telecommunications provider to revolutionize customer service with AI chatbot solutions. So not a lot of volume on it just yet, but at least you know about it. Cosmo pushing up again. Cosmo back to 119. Will we break our previous high of 124? Let's hope. Yes, I did stop at Buc-ee's. I sure did. I'll be stopping at Buc-ee's again this morning. Always enjoy stopping at Buc-ee's, especially to get gas. Good morning. I like Buc-ee's for getting my fuel because it's easy to pull in, it's easy to pull out with an RV. You have a great weekend as well, Esteban. Thank you very much for being here. And their brisket and their barbecue sandwiches are amazing. Joe. Yeah, I'm in Corbin, Kentucky right now, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be passing a Buc-ee's here on my way north within the next 20 or 30 miles, I believe. I'll have to relook at the map again, but I'll be stopping in. Yeah, their brisket and barbecue sandwiches are, they're pretty darn good. You should post a selfie of yourself in Buc-ee's today. CMND going down, down, down. Oh, don't like to hear that. Look at that thing crash. Boom. That was definitely a quick in and quick out. Good morning. One in Richmond, Kentucky, I think. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't passed it yet. I don't remember seeing it. And I know it's right here on 75 going up through Kentucky. I think it may be between here and Lexington, or maybe it's on the other side of Lexington. I don't remember. But I'll definitely be stopping. ECDA. ECDA. Look at that. ECDA. That just hit our scanners. ECDA. Excuse me, on news. I did not have that one on my. This is less than a minute old. ECDA. ECDA. Little bit of a pop here. I did not have that on my list. Let me double check. EC. I did not. I didn't have that one on my watch list. ECDA. But I do now. So I will not miss any more from them in the future. All right. Oh, let's see. What was the news on that one? Automotive Design backs 2024 revenue $33 million. First quarter revenue. So it's going up on a revenue report. It's back down to 140 now, topped off at 175. That was a very quick up and down. It may not be done, so keep an eye on it. Daisy, yeah, we kind of expected DJT to go up if Trump did well in the debate. We kind of suspected that probably was going to go up just on the hype of the whole evening, and it did. It went up pretty nice. Ryan got ECDA from 132 to 150. Sean got it from 137 to 167. That was a Momo special. And I didn't have it on my watch list, so it went under my radar. That happens every once in a while. I don't have every penny stock in the market on my watch list. Bill, ECDA from 156 to 168. Very nice. Huge climbing back slowly. Remember Huge? Let's look at the chart. Let's pull the chart up here on Huge. Yeah. It's slowly climbing. It fell down to 17 cents around 8 o'clock this morning, and it's been on a nice, slow, gradual climb back up. Not moving very quick, but it is climbing slowly. Let's see, ESPR resubmitted their press release. Vicky, good morning. Thank you, Sheila, for hitting all of those on YouTube. Trolls are out heavy this morning on YouTube. Good morning, good morning. Hopefully you're having a great morning, Vicky. And so far, so good here in the RV. Going to make another stop yet today. Today's another travel day for me, and I'll be camping out again this evening. And so it'll be another late evening. I'll probably get to my next destination around hopefully around 5:30, give or take. Hopefully around 5:30, and have everything set up and ready to go by 6:30 and be able to sit down and relax for a few minutes. I don't know. We'll see. It just depends on traffic, and if I have any problems, you never know. Thank you very much, Daisy. I appreciate that. Heisenberg, traveling alone. Of course. AAGR. Big disappointment there. That one was up so nice this morning. OPTT came down. Lucy came down. Cosmo trying but not making much efforts there. Huge pulling back. CMND tried once again, push back up, and it fell. Let's see. It's going through these press releases. Nothing there. A show in Chicago. Well, I'm guessing Chicago doesn't have a lot of great campgrounds. They might. I don't know. But I doubt that I will, because I've got to get back down to Florida. I'm going to be on a very tight schedule. Tim from New Zealand, good morning. New Zealand is with us this morning. I've got to get back so I can, it's going to sound silly probably to a bunch of you, but I've got to get back relatively quick because I have to start my folks' car. They have two cars. One they leave in Florida for when they're there, and one up north for when they're there, right? That way they can fly back and forth, and they have a vehicle when they get there. Ryan, huge from 17.7 to 19.5, up 13% for the day. Nice. I'm off to the airport to head to Florida. Enjoy. Have a safe trip, my friend. Let's see. But the car they have in Florida is a Prius. It's a hybrid electric gas and needs to be started at least every week and a half to 2 weeks. It needs to be started and ran for a while. Otherwise, that big battery in that dumb thing can go dead. And I don't even want to think about the cost of what it would cost to replace something like that. So I need to get back so I can fire that thing up, drive it around the block a few times, take it to the beach maybe, put some miles on it, get the engine running. ASNS receives an order from major German municipal utilities company. ASNS. ASNS. Got a big order. Just says it got a major order, or excuse me, it got an order from a major German municipal utility. I don't see any dollar amounts attached to that. That is less than 30 seconds old. We'll see if it goes anywhere. All right. ASNS. Raise your hand if you jumped into ASNS. That was 20 seconds old, that press release. With any luck, a few of you took advantage of that. CTNT headquarters. Clicking through the rest of these press releases at 8:30 before I say goodbye on TikTok and YouTube. Safety Shot. Remember Shot? SHOT. Their president, Jordan Schur, in the company through his family fund. So we have an insider buy, an insider purchase on SHOT. 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 Their president invested $1 million into the stock. So we'll see how that goes. Atos, nothing there. MIRM, nothing there. DYAI, Future Combat Commercialization Partnership, nothing there. Still reading through, got about 4 more here before I let you go. So you were with us for the 8 o'clock and for the 8:30. So hopefully SHOT. Well, thank you, Vicki. So hopefully a couple of those go up for you. ASNS. Let's hope this pops up again. We got up to 180. It's back at 173. It's still got some legs on it. Let's hope it pushes up. And then I'm also curious to see if SHOT goes up today. Not always, but usually insider buys, when the CEO buys shares, depending on the amount that he buys, that can have a pretty decent effect on the stock price. And a $1 million purchase is pretty sizable. So not sure if it's going to go up. It's not so far. It's not going up. It's down $1.09 right now. So nothing really major there, but I would definitely keep an eye on that one. ESPR pushing up. Carm. Snail. Looks like ASNS still pushing up. Hopefully you got in on it. Hang on just a minute. Let me read through best days for trading. Any day is really a good day for trading. But as far as trading on press releases like we do, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those seem to be the really hot days. Thursdays sometimes. Fridays are always slow. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is pretty decent days for press releases. What time do you start on your website? Joe, we start at 6:45 a.m. Eastern time. 6:45, bright and early. That way we're available and ready when that first round of press releases comes out at 7, and we're on top of them. And it goes until about 9:35, 9:40. It's just shy of 3 hours long. And some days it's like watching paint dry. Some days it's very exciting and there's a lot going on, a lot of stocks moving, a lot of press releases coming out, and it's pretty exciting. But some days, and usually they're Fridays, are pretty darn slow. And we have had a couple of decent runners this morning. Not going to lie, we've had a couple of nice ones. Looks like ASNS is turning out to be relatively nice. It started off around $1.56 when the news came out, and we've hit $1.78. We've hit $1.80 so far. So don't know if it's done or if it's going to keep climbing or not. We'll have to keep an eye on it. So Ken says it's been a slow Friday, but he's still up 11.5% for the day. Not bad. Not bad at all. ASNS for Ken from 168 to 175. Quick in and quick out on a lot of these. And ASNS back to 177, 180. This is where it seems to want to top off, 181. So we just created a new high here. Let's see if it's got any juice left in it. And hopefully you guys caught that early. We gave it to you. This press release was like 20 seconds old, and it's gone up pretty nice so far. We'll see what it's got left in. Hopefully turns into another 100% runner. Wouldn't that be fun? We've had a lot of those this week so far. So you guys had a great morning. Thank you very much for hitting the follow button on TikTok and the subscribe button on YouTube. Very, very much appreciated. And I will see you guys bright and early next week. I'm still going to be on the road next week, heading back south this time, back down into Florida. Looking forward to getting back down there so I can get back in my office and do this from the office where I've got my coffee pot and my cold monsters waiting on me. So you guys have a great day. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see all of you on Monday.